Welcome to the IFS Meditation for working with a challenging protector. This exercise can prove challenging, especially if you're new to IFS work. And if that's the case for you, just do your best to get to know the parts that maybe aren't so ready. All parts just want to be seen, heard, and cared for. So take a second and get comfortable. Perhaps focus on the breath. Where does it feel strongest? In the rising and falling of the chest or in the tip of the nose? Think of a part that really bothers you or you feel that it gets in your way. Maybe one that you have a lot of shame about or one that you might be afraid of. And take a moment to think of one. What we're looking for is more of a protective part rather than a really vulnerable one. Some people immediately focus on their inner critics for this exercise. So if you're having trouble finding a part, just that usually does the job. As you focus on the part, notice where you can find it in your body or around your body. While you focus on that place, notice how you feel towards the part. You may have some strained feelings towards it. In your mind's eye, place this part of you in a contained room. This will help other parts of you to drop their weapons and feel a little safer. Make it a comfortable room, but one that you can't get out of and that you can see through a window. If there are any other parts of you that have issues with that, let them know for the duration of the exercise that this part is going to stay contained. Ask those parts to relax just a little bit so you can get to the point of curiosity about the one in the room and see if they're willing to let you do that. If they're not willing to let you do that or separate, that's totally okay. You can spend the rest of this time just getting to know them and their fears of this other part or what issues they have with it. If you can get to a point of curiosity or any kind of openness towards the part that's in the room, then let it know that and see what it wants you to know while it stays contained. See if you can communicate it through the window. What does it want you to know about itself? What's it afraid would happen if it stepped out of its role? If it answers the question, then see if it's possible to extend some appreciation to it for at least trying to protect you. See how old it thinks you are. If it thinks you're a different age than you actually are, then just go and update it. See how it reacts. Now, ask this part the following question. If you could change or heal what you're protecting so that it wasn't really an issue anymore and you were freed up from this responsibility of protecting me, what would you like to do? Ask this part if it was totally liberated from its role, what else would it choose to do? Ask that part, what does it need from you in the future? Thank that part and tell him you'll talk with him more soon. Now, check in with your other parts before we stop. Just see how they're reacting as they witness this conversation you had with the protector part. When the time feels right, I invite you to finish up in there, thanking all your parts for anything that they let happen and letting them know that this isn't your last visit. And when you're ready, you can come back to the room.